Hi, everybody. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas, Texas on Wednesday, November the 7th. Welcome to our video commentary. Well, today we're going to talk about the election that happened yesterday on Tuesday. I'm going to focus a little bit today on Texas, or what happened in Texas between Senator Cruz and Representative O'Rourke. As you may have heard, Senator Cruz was the winner. It's going to come down to like 52-48, something like that, which is 4 points. I guess they're going to round it up to 52-48, so 4 points. And of course, for people like me who had predicted that Senator Cruz would win by 10 points, we have a little soul searching to do, as they like to say. We have to think a little bit about what happened. And I think that the more that I think about this, the more that I realize how effective the O'Rourke campaign had been. We have to admit that. And what they did is they were basically able to remake or repackage or rebrand their candidate. Let me go back to why I felt that Cruz would win by 10 points and why I said so before. I always felt that this was going to be a traditional, conventional election between a conservative Republican like Senator Cruz and a representative, a liberal representative like O'Rourke. If you look at his voting record, Representative O'Rourke's voting record, it matches Nancy Pelosi almost one by one. He has spent much of his time in the U.S. House being, pretty much an undistinguished representative. There's nothing big associated with his time there. And he's been a reliable vote for the liberal Democrat Party. So when I looked at his nomination and I looked at at Senator Cruz, it seemed to me that this would be an easy win for Senator Cruz. But I missed an important point, and that is two big points. Number one, they were able to repackage Representative O'Rourke and basically turned him into something he was not, a moderate, a centrist. You didn't see any commercials from Representative O'Rourke saying that he wanted to abolish ICE, or that he supported abortion after 20 weeks, or that he favored impeachment, or that he criticized the NRA and so on. Those kinds of messages were pretty much deleted. And what we got was this, Beto loves you type of campaign, very much of a popularity contest, very much of a, if I may say so, a personality cult around Beto. And what they were able to do is turn on a large number of people who had never voted before, a lot of young people who got very excited with the whole image of Beto. And it became pretty much of a popularity personality contest rather than a political contest. And let's be honest, Senator Cruz is not the most telegenic man in the world. He's a very smart man. He's an amazing debater. But, one-on-one with a fellow like O'Rourke on television, and especially these ads, it didn't work. And so that, I think, explains why this was such a close election. And last night, many of us, like me, we were wondering what's going on. How can this be? And I think it came down to that. When you take a candidate like O'Rourke, you rebrand him, repackage him with all the money in the world. That's another important factor. O'Rourke was the beneficiary of millions and millions of dollars, money that we had never seen before in Texas. I mean, he was outspending Cruz 2-1, and a lot of that was going to turn out the vote. Look, I was getting almost a daily mail, a daily brochure from Beto O'Rourke from his campaign, and he was really professionally done, very well packaged, very well branded campaign messages from Beto O'Rourke. Not the liberal Beto O'Rourke that we knew existed, but this other person, this almost like magical person who was going to bring us all together. And I think in the end, it worked. It worked very effectively. It's a little scary that you can repackage a human being that way politically, but look, this is probably something that will happen again. I think we saw some of that with President Obama in 2008. So at the end of the day, Senator Cruz won. I have no idea what's going to happen now with Representative O'Rourke. I guess he will go on probably to something else. I'm not so sure that he's going to run for president, but whatever he does, we wish him well. He ran a great campaign. You cannot take that away from him. He ran a very effective campaign. And the people who were behind his campaign did an amazing job of packaging, rebranding, and giving us a Robert O'Rourke, a Beto O'Rourke, that had nothing to do with the real Robert O'Rourke, who had been a member of Congress for 6 years. So in that sense, they did a good job. But most of all, congratulations to Senator Cruz. He will be there for another 6 years, and that's the best message of all. Thank you for watching. We have all of these on YouTube. We have them on my Bitter. We have them on my Twitter. We have them on blog. Did I almost say Bitter? We have them on my Twitter, my blog, as well as YouTube. And if today is your birthday, happy birthday. Bye-bye, everybody.